If you're currently a nurse, you have nothing to worry about. The growth rate for registered nurses is sitting at 19%. To make it better, there will be more than 500,000 new positions by 2022. One of the top reasons people leave their jobs is due to stress. This only increases when hospitals have staff shortages. Current employees already work long shifts, but they'll end up working overtime when hospitals are short-staffed. If you're in charge of running a hospital or a large facility, you want to keep your employees with your company as long as possible. So how do you ensure that they actually stay? Hi everyone, I'm Matt from Tactics, and today I'm going to tell you 5 ways to motivate nursing staff in hospitals. Before we get started though, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the button below. While you're down there, hit that alert bell icon next to it as well, so when we post new helpful content, you get notified. The first step to having a motivational environment is to create a strong brand. This is what ultimately attracts people to work for you. Building your brand takes time, but eventually it will attract people to work for you. Ever heard of the Mayo Clinic, Kaiser Permanente, or St. Jude Children's Research Hospital? Each of these have different reasons for being well known. For example, you most likely know St. Jude for their role in fundraising for cancer research. Now, I understand that not every hospital can have a reputation like these large facilities, but focusing on building a positive brand locally will help attract employees to your organization. Once a nurse completes training, superiors need to give them space. Now, some people need extra time with a mentor as well, but others find it insulting if they are being trained for an unreasonable amount of time. It makes the employees feel like their boss views them as untrustworthy or not skilled enough. To prove my point, one study found that out of 79% of respondents who experienced micromanagement, 68% considered changing their job because of it. Your actions as a superior will impact the actions of your staff. They won't have the motivation to do their jobs right if you can't do yours. One study found that only 26% of workers strongly agree that their supervisors showed them the same values that they expected from their employees. This means there's a lot of room for improvement among management. There's less motivation to follow the rules if the person who should be enforcing them isn't even following them. Because of this, you need to make sure that you lead by example. Whatever you expect from your staff, you need them to do the same. If you foster and cultivate teamwork, you will be surprised how the atmosphere changes as well. Team nursing is one approach that helps motivate nursing staff. This concept pairs workers together to deliver care. For example, instead of each nurse having 5 patients, 2 will have 10. This makes employees share responsibilities and use their diverse skills. If a patient needs more attention, the RN doesn't need to stress out about the other patients since there's another worker assigned to them. Staff surveys indicated that 61% of nurses who use this model felt supported during their shift. Satisfaction increased by over 10%, and continuity of care increased by over 45%. The model also makes peers hold each other more accountable. Hospitals need to provide emotional support and burnout programs. Because of the stress of healthcare jobs, workers face high rates of emotional fatigue. 1/3 experienced symptoms of high burnout. Unfortunately, it isn't always managed. You see, there is in fact a stigma around mental health that makes healthcare workers neglect to get help altogether. You need to encourage your team to seek help if they need it and take preventative measures along the way. Don't shame them for needing professional help for themselves. Nursing is a stressful career after all. Almost 50% of nurses considered leaving the last 2 years, so it's necessary to address the mental health concerns before they start plaguing your staff. If you'd like to learn more about how to motivate your employees, reach out to Tactics. And you already made this far into the video, so you might as well like it, share it, and comment below. But what are you waiting for? Subscribe to our YouTube channel.